rowing paddles, and a splashing water effect. But it's the Jolly Roger, which is much simpler and based off of a pirate flag that came out half a year earlier. If you chose the Jolly Roger, give yourself a point. Question number 4. Which came first, the rocket launcher or the Zapatron? Now, you might be confused about this one because the Zapatron is no longer in the game. Even if you've been playing Fortnite for a long time, you might not remember when the Zapatron was added into the game because it was only added in the game for one day back in September of 2017. With that being said, the rocket launcher has been in the game since Fortnite's launch, so if you pick the rocket launcher, give yourself a point. Question number 5. Halloween has become a huge part of Fortnite, but which of these spooky pumpkin themed skins came out first? The Jack Gordon skin or the Hollow Head skin? Both of these skins are pumpkin themed, but one of them is clearly a comedy-based skin. Jack Gordon was released on the 20th of October, and he wears a pair of smart shoes alongside with his pumpkin-themed suit. But his pumpkin head looks pretty boring. Maybe that's because he was actually the second pumpkin skin to be released just a couple weeks after the Hollow Head skin. Hollow Head is much spookier, with blue glowing eyes and a creepy smile. If you chose the Hollow Head, give yourself a point. Okay guys, we made it through 5 pretty tricky questions so far, but now we're going to kick it up a notch. We're going into a lightning round. The next 5 questions are going to be coming at you much faster, so you will not have time to think. Anyway, good luck. Question number 1. Which came first, Dusty Depot or Haunted Hills? Dusty Depot's been in the game since Season 1, but Haunted Hills joined the game in Season 2. So if you pick Dusty Depot, give yourself a point. Question number 7. Which came first, the Grappler or the Chiller Trap? The Chiller Trap was added back in patch 6.01, but the Grappler gun was added in Season 5. So if you chose the Grappler, give yourself a point. Question number 8. Which came first, the Ludwig skin or the Sanctum skin? The Sanctum skin came out way after the Halloween theme with Ludwig, so if you chose Ludwig, give yourself a point. Question number 9. Which came first, the Hot Ride Glider or the Airlift Glider? The Hot Ride Glider made a feature speedy sports car, and this period holds in second place. The Airlift was released first. If you chose the Airlift, give yourself a point. Question number 10. Last question of the lightning round. Which came first, the revolver or the handgun? They serve a pretty similar function, single shots with big damage, but the revolver was added in the game in patch 1.6 when Fortnite was released, so if you picked the revolver, mark yourself a point. Well done, you made it through the lightning round. Hopefully you're able to get a few quick fire questions, because from here on out the questions are going to be getting a lot harder. Up until this point I've only given you questions on items in the same category, but now I'm going to be giving you guys questions where anything goes. Good luck. Question number 11. A weapon that shoots out 4 rockets in rapid succession, or balloons that send you up flying.
There's a lot of customizations that you can do within the mode itself.
Above the battlefield, which came first, the quad launcher or the balloons? The quad launcher was released back near the beginning of Season 6, where you can shoot out 4 rockets straight after the other, easily getting rid of enemy structures for rapid elimination. The balloons, on the other hand, were released in patch 6.21. They may allow you to fly above your enemies to get the advantage, but in this test, they are not the right answer. If you chose the quad launcher, you get a point. Question number 12. The launch pad is an upgraded version of the bouncer pad that allowed you to fly. So which came first, the launch pad or the Red-Nosed Raider skin? The Red-Nosed Raider skin was released as a part of Fortnite's Christmas celebrations and was first seen in the game on January 28, 2018. But for players that like to jump high into the sky, Christmas had come early because the launch pad was released in patch 1.9 on the 13th of November 2017. If you chose the launch pad, you get a point. Question 13. You'll have the High Octane Glider skin if you worked hard for it. But which came first, the High Octane Glider or the Plunger Pickaxe? The Plunger Pickaxe has been in the shop a whole bunch of times, but it was first added back in February. It was a response to a tweet by Ninja, where he said he would even buy a toilet plunger as a pickaxe because there hadn't been any new skins in the shop for a while. The skin he ended up getting was a plunger with a ninja sword cutting through it, but unfortunately for Ninja, the High Octane Glider was the tier 100 reward for Season 2, which was long before the Plunger skin was added in the game. So as a result, if you chose the High Octane, you are correct. Give yourself a point.
Question number 14. It doesn't have to be a named location, but pretty much everybody knows that the secret superhero bunker under the mansion on the east side of the map. The question is, which came first, the hero base or Lazy Links? Back in Season 4, superheroes were the theme of the game, and of course, all superheroes need a cool base to hang out in. In Fortnite, that base was positioned underneath the mansion on the east side of the map, as a reference to the superheroes like Batman or X-Man. It was added way back before Lazy Links or the golf course that replaced Anarchy Acres in Season 5. If you chose the superhero base, then give yourself a point. Question 15. You can find a lot of strange unmarked locations on the Fortnite map, but which came first, the giant animal statues or the tactical SMG? The giant statues were added as a part of Season 3.
It's a new season, and that means a brand new Battle Pass. The Season 7 Battle Pass features over 100 unique
and were used in the very first set of challenges for that season. You had to go back and visit the giant llama and giant fox and the giant crab. But the tactical SMG was added to the game way before that. The tactical SMG was one of the first SMGs to be added in the game in patch 1.63 on the 25th of December of 2017. It was never any good in the game, but if you picked it on this quiz, then you earned yourself a point. Question 16. All throughout Season 5, we were worried about the tomato head at the Tomato Town after it went missing. We had no idea if it would be coming back or not. Well, it did come back, but now it has to fight off the threat to the Durr Burger. So what came first, the Beef Boss skin or the Tomato Head skin? In this battle of fast food chains, there can only be one winner, and the Beef Boss skin was late to the party. It was the Tomato Head skin that was the first on the 22nd of April, so if you chose that skin, give yourself a point. Question 17. Controlling your character in Fortnite Battle Royale is probably one of the most important things you need to get good at, but when it comes to console players, it's a bit harder to get things done. Out of these two control setups, which came first, Builder Pro or Combat Pro? Designed to help people build faster than ever before on the console version of the game, Builder Pro assigns each specific structure to a different button. It made it much easier for people using console controllers to keep up with the build speed of keyboard and mouse players, but it was added long after Combat Pro. If you chose Combat Pro, give yourself a point. Question number 18. Getting around the Fortnite map can be a pretty important thing to keep in mind when the zone is closing in on all sides, but which movement method got added into the game first? Glider redeploy or the quad crasher vehicle? Quad Crasher vehicle was added in patch 6.1 and probably was one of the coolest vehicles added in the game. By driving around the map, you fill the boost bar, which can unleash for a massive amount of speed that allow you to crash through buildings and soar through the air. Flying around the air in the Quad Crasher is much more fun than redeploying your glider, and it was added in the game first as well. So if you pick Quad Crasher, give yourself a point. Question number 19. Which was added first, Thanos Limited Time Game Mode or the Jetpack? A while ago, Fortnite joined up with Marvel to create an Avengers Infinity War crossover no one had seen coming. You could play as Thanos himself using his Infinity Gauntlet to eliminate everyone on the map. This limited time game mode was introduced to players in patch 4.1, one patch before the jetpacks were available. So if you chose the Thanos limited time game mode, give yourself a point. Question number 20. There was once a time where items could only come from a chest or from the ground, and you could only get resources from hitting things with a pickaxe. But which of these items were added in the game first, the vending machine or the supply llama? Back when you could only get good weapons out of chests and supply drops, people were pretty annoyed at how random the game could be. When the vending machines were added in patch 3.4, there was finally another way to pick up better weapons or health items if you were in a pinch. However, one of the best feeling things that happen in the game of Fortnite is for you to grab loot from a supply llama, which was added in patch 3.3 before being able to get a gold weapon out of a vending machine. So if you pick the supply llama, give yourself a point, you were correct. If you've made it this far into the quiz and you're worrying that you might be a little low on your points, then don't worry because we're doing another lightning round. This is your chance to score some quick points last second. Let's get into it. Real quick, I have a challenge for you guys. If you can leave a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds, you'll receive amazing luck for the next 2 years. Hope you did it in time, and let's get back into the video. Question number 21. Which came first, the Wiggle emote or the Zanny emote? The Zanny emote was brought out 1 month before the Wiggle emote, so if you chose Zanny, give yourself a point. Question number 22. Which came first, the Abstract Spray or the Abstract Loading Screen? They have pretty similar names, but the Abstract Spray was in Season 4 Battle Pass, and the Abstract Loading Screen was in the Season 5 Battle Pass. If you chose the spray, give yourself a point. Question 23. Which came first, the Blaze Glider or the Bunny Moon skin? First released at the end of August, the Blaze Glider came out first. The Bunny Moon skin didn't come out until Halloween, so if you chose the Blaze Glider, give yourself a point. Question number 24. Which came first, the Dark Glyph Glider or the Deadfire spray? The Dark Glyph Glider was added in the game on the 5th of October, but the Deadfire spray was a part of the Fortnite Mirrors Challenge events, and that didn't start until the 24th of October. So if you chose the Dark Glyph Glider, give yourself a point. Question number 25. Which came first, the Finger Guns emote or the Facepalm emote? The Finger Guns emote was added in the game in December of 2017, which was a whole 2 months before the Facepalm emote finally got added into the game in February 2018. If you chose the Finger Guns emote, give yourself a point. You managed to make it through the second Lightning Fire round. I hope you're able to pick up a couple easy points throughout that round, because we're moving on to the 5 final questions of this test, and they're going to be tough, so good luck. Question number 26. While a lot of skins in Fortnite have been really cool, some of them are just seriously forgettable. So with that being said, which came out first, the Jungle Scout or the High-Rise Assault Trooper? Both of these skins are really boring. It's like barely any effort was put into them, and surprisingly, they released around the same time. But it was the High-Rise Assault Trooper that was added in the game first, just half a month before the Jungle Scout skin. So if you chose the High-Rise Assault Trooper, give yourself a point. Question 27. There are some things in Fortnite that you probably have never seen before. Some because they were only released to a certain group of people, and others because they were seriously obscure. Which came out first, the Kablama spray or the Road Trip Glider? The Kablama spray is probably one of the rarest Fortnite items out there. It was released earlier this year, but it could only be obtained at the Gamescom in Germany. But it being rare doesn't really help you out in today's quiz, because the Road Trip Glider was released back in November of 2017, which was way before the Kablama spray. If you chose the Road Trip Glider, give yourself a point. Question 28. Sometimes Fortnite allows you to buy multiple things at the same time in sets. And while this is great for the game, it can be pretty confusing for a quiz like this. Regardless, which came first, the Caliper Pickaxe or the Slashed Backbling? Technically, you were never able to purchase the Slashed Backbling by itself in the Fortnite store. You had to purchase it as a part of a pack alongside the Buckled Backbling. This was one of the first ever bling packs to be introduced into Fortnite Battle Royale, and it was released on the 19th of August. Unfortunately, the Caliper Pickaxe came out just a few weeks earlier on August 15th, so if you chose the Caliper Pickaxe, give yourself a point. Question number 29. The Dab emote was probably one of the most well-known emotes in the whole of Fortnite Battle Royale, but was it added in the game before the Click emote? While we all know the Dab emote is based on the real dance move and the meme, it might surprise you to find out that the Click emote is also based on a real dance move called the Bell Kick. But in this dance-off, only one thing matters, and that's the Dab. It was released on the 24th of December of 2017, and the Click was released on April 23rd. And the Click was released on April 23rd of 2018. So if you chose the Dab, give yourself a point. Question number 30. Okay, guys, this is your last question.
Dad, I want a little brother. Jimmy!
Jimbo! Baby making is very complicated, believe me.
Oh.
To score points, which came first, the Skull Trooper skin or the Merry Marauder skin? The Merry Marauder skin was released on December the 14th for the Christmas update. He looks pretty cool, right? Well, he doesn't look as cool as the Skull Trooper skin, which was first released for Halloween in 2017, which is obviously just a bit before Christmas. So if you guessed the Skull Trooper, give yourself a point, and now you should have your total score. That's going to wrap it up for this test. So now it's time to see if you passed and if you had the memory to figure out which skins, items, etc. were older or newer. In this test, we had 30 total questions. And to pass this test, because it was extremely difficult, I made it a little kind of lower, and you have to get at least 25 questions correct to pass. This was a really hard test, so if you got 25 correct, you know, good job, man. And if you guys didn't get it, don't sweat it. I mean, this is a really hard test. Just don't be too salty if you failed, all right? But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's test. Let me know if any of you guys were able to pass it in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you guys are brand new. Turn notifications on for my channel. Drop a like as well, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.
Okay.